Hi back, I'm Jay. Then we can enter the emulator mode one more time. An error occurred. Please try again later. It's interesting because my internet connection is actually pretty good. So this seems to be something with Restream itself. Am I even streaming right now? Is anyone there? All right. Maybe I'm back. Who knows? All right. I think, damn it, I think we're good. We just need to test in play mode really quick. But my internet keeps crapping out randomly. My internet connection's good, but my restream just pooped itself. So I think that was a little bit on my end. Sort of. The in between end, the middle end. Because it was my internet's going really well. I haven't dropped a single frame since streaming today, surprisingly. But my restream connection's just kind of crapped out. Crapped out. How do I? I can't adjust that. How do I? Silly. Okay, so then we'll turn off the emulator and put our FX layer back, unless that's no, it's right there. It's targeted. Put it right here again. Bam. Save. Play. Hmm. Interesting. Changes. Huh. Wings. There's no turning it on. It's just there. So not moving. Hmm. Now that's a little worrisome. Why is it not working? We're using the animation clips that we just tweaked and changed, which the animation clips are working just fine. The layer has no issues. Um, huh. So I'm a little confused there. That could be a potential problem between transferring versions. Well, that can't be right. I mean, it was working in a VR chat. Oh, okay, okay. Something is pausing the violation was requested from method. There's something pause. Pause play mode on air. Okay, so that's what's happening. Oh, yeah. He got a little exploded there. A little disassembled. All right, but he should be working now. There we go. He's like, what the heck is going on? Yeah. Yeah, and that's just I don't think the previous version of Unity had the option to AirPod. So that's new, I believe. Not 100% sure on that. Okay, then we should be good. Okay, I'm going to do one more thing. For our arrow particle, we have the ability to submit. I would love for the arrows to last a little bit longer. But how's Unity 22 for you? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The interface is a little bit nicer, a little cleaner. It's now possible to always grab the window when you want to. uh, Other than that, it's pretty much the same. I like that you can right click on blend shape, etc., and just copy these settings. Interesting. And I guess we'll take our particle system here. I'm just going to copy this. And do I need to prefab it? Create a new empty uh, arrow. Hit arrow. All right. So on this one will have no start speed. It will just chill. And I do like PC and Quest versions in one project. Now I don't need a third-party tool to copy the values. Yes, that is certainly uh, an important speed up. I look forward to the day that it just takes care of the Quest version for you. Sine submeter is not a child of the current root particle system game object. Error particle is therefore not considered part of the current effect. Do you want to repair it? Yes, I would like to repair it. All right. Wait. Excuse me. So now, when I take my arrow particle, I can shoot. Boom, 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 pew, 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 pew. But when we hit, should hit this. I look forward to it too, but I doubt it. Arrow to the knee. All right. Maybe I need to do this in play mode. So stop. Uh, uh, or I'm going to change this. How do I change this? I want it to replace, and I just want to know that it's different. We can just change what it's rendering. We'll put in a sure, a beanie just for now, just so we know that it's happening. Okay, so it's definitely not happening. And that's because it's not dying. It needs to die. We have it so it'll submit on death, but it's not dying. It needs to collide and die. Minimum kill speed. 100. One. Oh no, that's lifetime loss. 100. Okay, so now it's definitely dying. But I don't see it emitting anything. So it's definitely dying. When particle collides, blah, blah, blah. Particles collide and their speed is low in this hour, they are killed. So on death, on collision, determines the portion of submitter events that successfully trigger associated submitter. 100. 1. I assume 1 would mean 100% probability. But make sure this is enabled. Why would I see it right now? Because it's a child object? Ah! Not looping. Does not loop. And I'm telling this one that I want it to inherit, say everything. Nothing. Rotation for sure. Seems so random. It is interesting that it's here. So it is spawning at the right spot, but it's certainly not inheriting any value. Oh, what? But now it is. That's so annoying. I didn't even do anything. I just clicked something else inside the menu and now it's working properly. Unity. Okay. Opinion of Unity 2022. Slightly diminished now. Okay. But I have to have this one on. See how it goes. All right. Upload, test again. If it doesn't work well, I will just get rid of it. I'm not messing around this time. Loading, 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 loading. Loading. Here we go. We're going Computer found. I call bullshit. Strap. Need to make a strap for my cable. Sorry, running into stuff. Alright, still floating, but that's just a play space issue. Everything else is looking really good. Interesting. Huh. Not quite what I want. So, we'll get rid of the extra particle. Tell it that it no longer has a sub emitter. Save and this breed. Okay, so then we'll build and publish one more time, and then we'll send it off to Zip. Oh, how much time we just sit here waiting for something to load. Bang. All right. Uploaded. So detach this for now. Overrides apply all. Save. Oh, except this. Then export the package. V1, 1, wheat. Fixes. That in. And then uploading. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bam, bam. Perfect. Updated version uploading. Uploading. Oh, I said it like that. I'm ashamed. That's I'm not ashamed. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna do some sculpting. One main thing down. Boom. Now we've got basically an hour. This should work out well. Download the expressions of reference. Like it did. I probably just put it under a different name. Maybe not. All right, 1 second, y'all. I'm going to go get these reference images. Dang, sometimes the order just does not come together. There. All right. I knew we had made it before. There we go. All right. So April is the name of the avatar. We're going to open up our sculpting. Open. Personal work. Man, back when we were doing sculpture warm-ups, that feels so long ago now. Paid off though. April. Say. Okay. So now, go ahead and drop some stuff in. And boom. I would like to also confirm the height. How tall are you? All right. Beautiful, amazing, powerful. Oh, I actually didn't get the height. So, what? 5'10". Okay. So we'll make a plane. Feet 10 inches. Why can't I select anything? Oh no, I just don't have the outline. Wait, outline's on. Outline selected. That's what. You got my second. You got my second on my Twitch recap. Oh heck yeah! Powerful. I'm growing in power. Well, hello, welcome, welcome. How is your Monday going? Finish up the GI Joe. Oh no, no, we are not finished with the GI Joe plant dude. Still much more to do, but we're juggling a few things at the moment. Unfortunately, I prefer I wasn't juggling so much, but is what it is at the moment. All right, so this image here is kind of our main inspiration. Awesome. Okay. We'll return to those once we're actually working on expressions. Then I would like to rage. And we begin. Time to start sculpting. It looks clean. That's why I asked. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to returning to work on them, which we'll probably do this afternoon. Reference is a little too scattered. Let me move it. Yeah, I'm going to take it all and just kind of shrink it, even if it's not right size. So I'll be able to see the character. I like the intensity of the character. Looks a little meaner than I think we'll end up going with right now, but it's fun. Use this one for the body ref. I tend to make the torsos really short, so I'm going to try to avoid that this time. Or maybe not that I make the torsos short, that I make the legs long relative to the torsos. Be conscious of that. Got to think of that as I do it. Then this one needs some special attention. Set the origin to the geometry. And I want to make sure I have origins visible. Awesome. Make sure we take all these images. And disable the back so I can actually see what's going on. Go ahead and duplicate these. Actually, let's start with the fresh mesh. I'm gonna make the butt. So I create a new collection, which we'll call empty. Great. Better. Oh, my jaw. But ooh, yeah. Hey there, buddy. We commented on the booty. On the booty. Yeah. Damn. It does look quite bodacious right now. For the moment. Reminds me of a has-been. I think that's how you spell it. Hotel character. Yeah, it's got a bit of that vibe. It's like a Western comic style. I believe that the client is actually a streamer and artist as well. I believe so. I'll have to find their info. I should promote that or point people their way once get everything working a bit better. feel like overall proportions are going the right direction. Oh, let's actually take the butt. We'll turn it into a breast. Whoa. Let's just combine them right now. Snout from the top too big. Good morning, Time Man. Hello, hello. Welcome. How is your Monday going? Let's turn up the resolution a little before I do this. Too far over. Bam. I don't know what's going to happen yet. Morning, my dude. Still at the start of the day. I understand that. Where's my... Oh, interesting. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Every time it's clear in the morning, picks up in the afternoon. I used to do a lot of work in hotels. Like front desk hotel stuff. Yeah, that was always had some downtime, and then it'd be crazy busy other times. It was an interesting job. Certainly meet a lot of strange people in that kind of work. Coraline May, hello, welcome. Your rigging VOD is very helpful. I'm working on my first full avatar and made it to rigging. Hey, that is awesome. Good to hear. Certainly wishing you well with that process, and glad to hear I helped you out. Um, Rigging is one of those things. It's just like there's a lot to it. So happy to share what I know, because especially because it's not a lot of stuff like you find on rigging doesn't really relate to like making characters, especially VR chat avatars. So happy to put that out there. Need to make some more tutorials. It was fun. Also, hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Fantabulous Monday. So then a bit more like that. We'll definitely need to pull the brow forward a little. It's like almost like a dragon. Thank you. I definitely am. Definitely am. It's improving quickly. I did end up streaming this weekend. I had some work to wrap up. And, glad I don't have to do that too often. I was like, maybe I'll do it Sunday too, and then by Sunday came around, I was like, I just don't do anything. I'm tired. No more. Anyone ever read Bone, the comic? So good. But anyway, this face really reminds me of that dragon from Bone. Seems like too many. That. Push that in. So blur it, invert it, and inflate this way. Maybe a bit more of the jaw. Okay. Invert again and filter. Too much. Too much again. Very subtle right there. Okay. I'm just gonna mask this one as well. All right. All right. Well, not what I meant to do, but I think I made the snout too long. The moment I say IDK how this day is gonna go, it starts. The curse, the blessing. Now you know how you have control over it. You just start talking about it, and that's what happens. Curses. Curse you, halfling. By the way, has auto rig not been giving IK positions? Um, Depends on what you mean. Um, or is that just me? Uh, if you updated to 4, I don't think they had any recent. You probably need to re-update again. So it depends on which blender you're on. Because I believe everything broke in 4 in the blender 4. But so you just want to make sure you update because I believe they just came out on a new version. So um, or Auto Rig Blender came out with a new version, and I believe Auto Rig Pro just updated in the last day or two to Blender 4. Um, sorry, versioning is hard to talk about. Two versions of something. Hello, Drama. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's your day going? We're working on a lizard dragon girl. She's kind of a lizard dragon, bit of both. Totodile does look like a Pokemon. Let's see. I think Pokemon has a lot to explain with the rise of furries. Just saying. There's a definite Venn diagram of overlap there. Digimon too. More curve. Need more curve in the shoulder. Then a little collarbone. And I really love this shoulder right here. That looks really good. I'd really like to capture that. Are you no longer making characters through subdiv? Is sculpting better? I uh, do not use subdivision very often for my final topology. No music at all. I usually do not play music because it distracts me. The ADD is strong with me. But you are, I may change that as time goes on. But yeah, so Drema, I start with a sculpture and then I retopologize. But I only use subdivision to make um, clothing now. I try to avoid using it for characters. And that's just because uh, with subdivision, you're basically trying to do two things at once. You're trying to get the right topology and find the right shapes. But if you just do it one at a time, I feel like you get to do it a lot fast. Overall, it's a lot faster. You know, find the right shapes, then find the right topology. Yeah, it's a little bit easier in the long run. Though without doing the subdiv stuff, I wouldn't have known what I was looking for with the right topology. maybe a weird thing to say, but yeah, I would recommend to most people to do sculpting, even if you don't like how your sculpture comes out. You at least can get the shapes there quickly. So when you do start making your subdivision or whatever, retopology, subdivision or retopology, um, you got less to think about. You're just putting down the mesh at that point. How long have you been learning sculpting? You mean not the sculpting itself, but its functionality. Um, oh, hey there, welcome time. uh, I did a bit of sculpting in the past. Um, I like sculpting a lot. It is great, but it's really in these last few years that I've learned how to do it properly. Um, but on and off for like the last 8 years or so. Um, I've made some uh, IRL art stuff too with a sculpture. I took a sculpture class in college. Um, wasn't digital, but it certainly gave me an understanding. Just a nice view into how it works. For how the breasts are here, so smaller and a little more up. That looks great. I'm interested in how you merge the two objects later. Pretty straightforward. It's just I just combine them with Control J. So like if we did what's a good one? We'll do these two. Control J to combine, and then I go into sculpt mode, make sure my remesh is at a good resolution, something like that, and then Control R, remesh. Did you also teach sculpting anatomy in college? I did not. I did not. Um, I did a lot of life drawing though, so that I feel like that's where a lot of my understanding of the body has come from is just doing life drawing. I love life drawing. I really, really enjoy it. Um, even if it's not people, just drawing things from the real world, from reality, trying to capture them in some way. It's awesome. I love it so much. There's I live here in Austin, Texas, and there's a life drawing group that uh, I've been going to, and it just feels good. Feels good. Just like no way back. No way back to I'm not sure what you mean by no way back. A very good book called Anatomy for Sculpting. Is that Hogarth? Oh no, that's a different guy. Oh, this one. Editing the mesh again. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. So for me, I will be doing a process called retopology, where I make a mesh on top of my sculpture after I've made the sculpture. So uh, it is you are correct. There is no way to revert to the individual pieces, but my goal is to just make one full sculpture at the end. Um, combine them all into one solid piece. It gets a little dense and it slows my computer down, especially if you have a mirror modifier on it. Um, but I do like that way of working, getting to that point. Um, or you can just buy one of the anatomy video courses on Udemy. It's true. It's true. Um, yeah, I like definitely a fun thing to learn. But it is interesting though because I like using this to bake the details. Sometimes the baking process is a little temperamental, so I have to find a middle ground there. Oh, absolutely. But I do see a lot of people who like make very stylized characters, or they've made like a living making very stylized characters. Sometimes they don't seem to, they're not really taking the time to have like really solid anatomy. More like just a cute shapes. And that seems to work out well. We still have to know what kind of shapes you want to make. Like, is this shape cute enough? Bam. Head's a little high. So a little protruding. So I think we'll want them to be like bubbly, but not block. Absolutely. Absolutely. I do think style is just a. I think style personally is a matter of find what's comfortable to make. Like what type of shapes do you make in a vacuum? If you weren't looking at art all day, what would you make? That's kind of the curse nowadays. It's like it's so easy to go online and end up just consuming what other people are making instead of finding what works for you, what speaks to you. That just takes time either way. Kind of like the writing style. Yeah. I'm not much of a writer myself, but maybe someday be able to devote time to it. Whoa. I got smushed. That got smushed. Bada boom. All right. A little bit higher on the arm and torso, I think. It's that same length. Bam, where's the floor? Where is the floor? Sorry. Let's turn that back. Bam. Floor. Oh, well, it's already 11:40. Wow, by quick. There we go. And then here. Bam. All right. And then scoot it over. Boom. Bam. All right. Coming together. Coming together. Coming together. I'm excited to make the hair, actually. I think that's going to be super fun. The big mane. That's going to be super satisfying. All right. Boop. Bam, 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 bam. Ba-da-da-da-da, bam, ba-dam, bam, bam. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Do-do-do-do, bam, ba-dam, bam, bam. Do-do-do-do-do, bam, ba-dam, bam, bam. All right. Foot. Let's turn on the mirror. Looks a little mushy. All right. And then for our hand, it's a little long, so I think we'll just kind of squish it in. And then the knee is low. Let's move it up. Shared an old work I did on the Discord. Look. Very cool. Awesome. I like that. It's very abstract. Very cool though. Or like not abstract, but be a word for that. That's very cool though. I like that. Like like in the way like Digimon and where it's like a creature, but it's not feels like otherworldly creature. Maybe that's the word I'm going for. Otherworldly. Increase that resolution again. Let's say right about there. Tend to go for otherworldly designs. I do have a foot template that I can use, but her feet are unusual. They're very stylized because she has these spikes here. So I figure I'll just create it from scratch. So it'll be a little bit different. A little different. One, two, three. Probably pushed forward a little bit too much on the body. Just oh, an interesting option for creating foots. I have never seen this option before. Yeah, we're just kind of mushing it out, just sculpting from scratch. Just gotta get it mushy. A mushy foot. Right. Something like that. I think that works. Decent start. Decent start. Well, less than an hour. I think that's good. Beginning. And let's go ahead and add a circle. Subdivision surface. Bam. Bam. ID. No, I prefer to have it zeroed at the bottom. Now, how long is the tail? Let's see. Can't be more than 80% of her body length. So 1, 2, 2. Say right about there. I don't shrink it. Too small. It's never enough. Never enough. Let's dissolve that one, cut it. All right, it's kind of like got some shapeliness to it. And there we go. It's a start. It's a start. Bam. Got to get that hot pink. Now she does have this like shell pattern. I wonder if I'll make that. Be fun to have the ridges and these diamonds like kind of be actual geometry on top. Yeah, I think I'll do that. At least for these little scales here. That'll look cool. Bam, 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 bam. All right, let's get those eyeballs in there. A little more. All right, let's go to shading. Set it to constant. Bam, 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 bam. All right, it's not going to be quite the same, but I guess I could scale it. Oh no, I'd have to have the origin be in a different spot. I think. Zero. Oh, that'll be a placeholder. Good placeholder for now. You know, it's always the eyes that make a character come alive. Absolutely, absolutely. I find that like you can do the best possible sculpture of a face, but the moment you start actually adding eyes, eyebrows, and hair, that's when it actually feels like the person. It's just funny. It's like you're like, ah, I kind of see it, kind of, and then it's like it just an immediately switched over. You're like, oh yeah, okay, that's them. I think it's tough to balance while you're working, like when you're working on a character, to know that hey, it's not really gonna look like the character until like this point. It's very easy to get like, huh, it just doesn't look quite right. Zero. Zero. And maybe another subdivision on top, or at least one, four here. All right. Well, too small. All right, I'm gonna attempt to lurk. Sounds good. I will actually be taking my lunch in about 8 minutes, so I'll be back in probably an hour and a half or so. Um, just a heads up. Boop, boop. It's kind of squishy there. It's actually very straight around the bottom, so we're going to take this, edit, and then we'll do all the curving top. Something like that. I can hear my cat screaming in the other room. Can't quite get it as thin as I'd like. Oh, it's just a placeholder for now. Actually, I am going to wait on doing the eyelashes because there's a lot more adjustments to the face I'll be doing. Yeah, so we'll wait on that. Okay. Do. Ouch. All right. A bit further in. Mesh filter smooth. Bam. All right. Nice. Okay, that's feeling much better. Still not quite there, but we've got a lot more work to do, so not too worried about that. Nice. Belly button. Belly button. Something like that. Her torso feels a little bit long, and her legs also feel a little bit long. Squish these up, and also give that up. take the whole character, move down. Ah, I clicked off of Blender when that happened. Funny. All right. All right, yeah, that feels a little bit better proportioned. Because she has a little bit stockier legs than that feels good. All right, perfect. Okay, it is time for me to go on lunch. It is almost noon, and I'm hungry. um, so yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out with me. Happy Monday, everyone. We made it through the first half of the day. Uh, one more half to go. I'm gonna get some food. I'll be back. For new here, definitely hit that follow button. I'll be back soon. I'm just taking a break for lunch. Everyone else, thank you again for hanging out with me. Loston, Drema, or is it a Time Kid? Era, Arctic, Zoom, uh, Snardom if you're out there. Who else came by? Arlen May, thank you for coming by. Thank you for hanging out. Jay, and anyone else. Hopefully I'm not missing anyone there. Just trying to shout you all out. Much love to all of you. I will be back very soon. Definitely hit that follow button so you're notified when I'm back. But I'll catch you all very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.